Quinn Ewers in Texas are about to get Donkey Kong, Bing Bong, Schlong Dong, Ping Pong, Curb Stomp Smash by Alabama and Will Anderson. If you're a Texas fan, I'm sorry. You might want to click off this video right now. I'm warning you. It's time! It is time to do the preview for the Texas and Alabama matchup. The game of the week, the game of the day on Saturday. Oh man, I am so excited to get into this one. I hope some of you have noticed I've been trying to stay calm and not scream as much in the past couple of videos over the past couple of weeks, but yeah, that streak, it's going to come to an end in this one. Well, hopefully I don't scream a lot in this video. I don't plan on it, but if it happens, it happens. I was actually going to hold off and make this video tomorrow, which would be Friday, but I was like, you know what? Might as well do it Thursday night. You know what I find so funny? And I mean so funny, and it's the reason I was laughing at the beginning of this video. Texas fans talking crap. I was going over and I was reading some of these comments I've seen on these message boards, Twitter, Reddit, all over, and I find it hysterical. I will say this, I don't see a lot of Texas fans talking crap, and you know why? It's because they're not stupid. They know they're going to lose this game. That would be the worst thing you can do before this game. Talk all this crap, and then Alabama Donkey Kong curb stomp smashes you, and then you got to deal with what happens after. Because Texas fans, I know y'all are watching this video, you know if you lose, Alabama fans, they're not just going to roast you. The entire country is going to. At least if you say before the game, I don't think we're going to win, it's not going to be as bad. Okay, how do I say this in the nicest way possible? Because I do want to respect both teams, Alabama and Texas. Quinn Ewers in Texas are about to get Donkey Kong, Bing Bong, Schlong Dong, Ping Pong, Curb Stomp Smash by Alabama and Will Anderson. Some of y'all may think I'm trying to be funny or I'm cracking a joke. No, they are literally going to get smashed by Will Anderson. Whoa, hold on. I'm not one of those delusional college football fans where I just say stuff to say stuff. I don't just randomly say, oh yeah, we're going to kill and annihilate that team just because I don't like them. No, I don't think that way. If Alabama, which is my team, were playing Georgia, who, for example, let's say I think Georgia's better than us, I'm going to say it, yeah, Georgia, they're going to beat us. And most of y'all know this. I said it last year before the championship game. I predicted Georgia to beat Bama. And it didn't hurt me to say that because that's the reality. I live in reality. Other college football fans, like a lot of Bama fans I know personally, they're my friends. They were saying all that stuff about, oh yeah, we're going to demolish Georgia for the second time. It's going to be ugly. And I'm sure a bunch of people, you may know your crazy uncle or your crazy dad, they say the same stuff. And I get it. That's what college football is about. You're supposed to hate your opponent. I'm just one of those people where I'm going to keep it 100 regardless. To go on top of that, I don't just say that Alabama is going to Donkey Kong smash Quinn Ewers in Texas without having facts and evidence to back up my claims. Anybody can say that Alabama is going to Donkey Kong Ping Pong smash Texas, but can you have evidence to go with it? I am. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get you a snack, get your popcorn, whatever you like to eat and drink when you watch a video, because we got a lot to talk about and go over. I'm going to explain to you thoroughly why this game will not be close and it's going to be ugly. And oh yeah, I've stated this. If Alabama loses to Texas, I will shave my head bald live on stream. It's not going to happen, but I just might as well throw that in there to put something on the line. Let's start with the most important part, the big boys up front. Everybody else is going to talk about, can Quinn Ewers win this game? Can Quinn Ewers play good? And yes, that's going to be an X factor, but before he even gets the ball, his offensive line has to block. We're going to talk about Quinn Ewers, but before we get into that, we got to talk about the guys up front. That Texas offensive line is not that good. Are they average? Maybe some days, but good? Heck to the no. The offensive line for Texas is currently mediocre at best. You can take that how you want. If you don't want to take my word for it, watch what happens on Saturday with Will Anderson. If you leave Will Anderson one-on-one, it's going to be a living nightmare for Steve Sarkisian and Quinn Ewers. They're going to have nightmares about Will Anderson in that backfield. It doesn't matter how good an offensive lineman you are, you can't block him at the college level. You're going to have to double team him, and unfortunately, bad news for Texas, Alabama has a Will Anderson Jr. that goes by the name of Dallas Turner. So if you do want to double team Will Anderson, it's pick your poison. They have another guy that is about as good as him. The pass rush is going to be off the chart. If Texas is in these 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 10s, is going to be bad. The way you can offset the pass rush with Will Anderson is run the ball and be successful at it. Fortunately enough for Texas, I think you have the best running back in this game, and he goes by the name of Bijan Robinson. I love him. I think he's the best running back in the country. Alabama, they have good running backs. We all know this. They have good players everywhere. Let's just be realistic. But that running back for Texas, dude's a beast. He's my favorite running back in the country, and for Bama fans, a good comparison would be Najee Harris, who played for Alabama previously. However, I think the best comparison out there is he reminds me a lot of Reggie Bush, who played for USC. I don't know if it's the number 5 on his jersey that reminds me of him, but he can do everything. However, it all goes back to this. Offensive line, not the greatest blocking unit I've ever seen. So can Bijan Robinson, the offensive line, can they get these 3, 4, 5-yard gains? And maybe possibly can you break off a big one? Can you get a 30-yard, maybe a 70-yard touchdown run? That's going to be important. Before Quinn Ewers even tries to get into rhythm, you got to try to run the ball. If you can't run the ball against Nick Saban's defense, you're not going to be successful passing it. It's not going to happen. I honestly don't believe Texas is going to be successful running the ball, but you still got to do it. You got to keep the defense off balance. If Sarkisian thinks it's going to be okay to let Quinn Ewers throw 45 to 50 passes, you got another thing coming. That would be the worst thing. Ideally, you would want Quinn Ewers at max to throw 35, and I would say 30 passes. You don't want him going above that mark. Everybody's going to say, oh, the X factor to this game is Quinn Ewers. No, I disagree. It's Bijan Robinson. Look at all the teams that have beat Alabama. Any team that has beat Alabama, the one place they have success is either the quarterback running or the running back getting over 100 yards. You want to beat Alabama? Yes, your quarterback's got to play a nearly perfect A-plus game, but you got to have somebody have over 100 yards. And I don't mean 100 yards through the air. Let me clarify. I mean 100 yards on the ground. It can be your quarterback or your running back. Somebody's got to do it. From everything I've seen, I don't think Quinn Ewers is a quote-unquote dual-threat quarterback, so I would be shocked if he even had positive rushing yards. One of my personal favorite wide receivers for Texas right now is Xavier Worthy. I think that dude is a stud, and he's going to be playing in the NFL soon. Here's where things really, and I mean really, get interesting. This is what I'm probably looking forward to the most. Is Steve Sarkisian going to let Quinn Ewers be loose from the first play, or is he going to have him on a leash? How much leeway is Ewers going to have? Is he going to throw these 30-yard passes from the jump, or is he going to wait till the second half? That's what I'm excited to see, because number one, I don't think Texas is going to design all these deep ball plays early on in the first half. And number two, even if they do design them, is Quinn Ewers going to have big enough balls to even throw it? It's risky with a young quarterback trying to take all these deep shots early in the game, because the last thing you want him to do is lose you the game in the first quarter. You don't want Quinn Ewers out here trying to be Superman. Just play under control and play at your pace. However, with that being said, that is also a very, and I mean a very dangerous game. Against a team like Alabama, where you can blink and they can have 21 points in 5 minutes, you don't want to be too stagnant. You want to try to score as much as you can, because you know Alabama and Bryce Young, they're going to put up 40 points. And when I say 40 points, I mean at minimum. I'd expect Alabama to score over 50 in this game. So that's a good question right there. Is Steve Sarkisian going to open the playbook up? I don't think so, and I would expect Ewers to make a couple of mistakes. Maybe some of them aren't interceptions, but I do think he's going to have at least one interception. Let me put it this way, and we'll move on to the next topic. I would be beyond shocked if Quinn Ewers played an awesome game and actually beat Alabama by himself. I would be shocked, because like I said, I don't think Texas is going to open the playbook up that much. And number two, even if they do, I don't think he's good enough right now. On the offensive side of the ball for Texas and Ewers, I believe they're going to struggle to score and put up points. That Alabama defense last year, they were mediocre and bad at times, but later in the year, they were hitting their strides. This year, though, they're on a completely different level. I don't think they're the best defense in the country right now, but they're 2 times better than last year. I would go on to the record to say the Alabama defense at this moment, they're good, if not great. Let's switch over, though, to the flip side when Alabama has the ball and Texas is on defense. If you're a Texas fan, I'm sorry. You might want to click off this video right now. I'm warning you. The Texas defense right now at this given moment is pitiful, a disgrace, and flat out embarrassing. Whoa. Hold on. I know what you're sitting there saying. Yo, Matt, that's a little harsh. And you're right, it is. But once again, don't freak out, because I'm going to back this up with facts and evidence. Let me clarify this, because some people think I'm going to hate on Texas. This isn't hate. This is facts. These are numbers that are putting in stat sheets. I say we start off with a little fun fact. Last year in the NFL draft, Texas had 0, let me repeat that, 0 players drafted. Big Bad Texas, a prestigious college football program, How do you have 0 players drafted to the NFL? Oh, wait a minute, that's right, because most of the players on your team last year weren't too good. So what I've been seeing is you got a lot of Texas fans trying to claim, well, hey, that should be a plus, right? That means we was really young. That also means a lot of those guys last year, they didn't go to the NFL draft, so we should be good they got experience. Texas fans, yes, you are 100% right on this, but I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. And matter of fact, I'll take a step even farther. I think it's more of a bad thing than a good thing that those players came back. May I remind you, the players that came back, they can't tackle to save their life. Did you watch the Oklahoma game? Did you watch the Kansas game? I remember it so vividly watching that Oklahoma game last year, and Oklahoma players were breaking 3 to 4 tackles every single play. It was embarrassing. It really was. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Let me show you this 6-game losing streak. The last 6 out of 7 games last year, you gave up over 30 points a game. Every single game you're looking at right now, you gave up over 30 points, and in 2 of those games, you gave up over 50 points. Every time I look at this, I can't believe it happened. Kansas scored 57 and only won overtime? Come on, man. I'm going to emphasize this. Those same guys, those same defensive players that were playing in those games last year, they're on the team right now. So it's not like you got some new and outstanding players in. Yeah, you got a couple, but for the most part, it's the same defense. I'm going to tell you right now, that is some bad news, and you're going to see it on full display tomorrow. For all of my Alabama fans watching this video, I sincerely apologize because I'm not going to talk about your offense and I'm not going to talk about the defense too much. You know why I'm not going to talk about the offense? Because everybody knows it's good. Everybody knows they're about to go off against Texas. I don't have to explain it. You got the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback playing again. And oh yeah, you also got an outstanding running back that goes by the name of Jahmyr Gibbs. You also got one of the best wide receiver cores in the entire country, and you somehow stole Georgia's best wide receiver, Jermaine Burton, who looked good in the first week. There's no way I can even try to sugarcoat this game. I'm sorry, folks. It's going to be ugly. I got Bama 49, Texas 17. And I'm just going to be honest, before this video, I wanted to say Alabama 55 and Texas 14 or 10, but I think that's a little too far. I'm going to keep it respectable. I have nothing left to say. Actually, after this game, in the 4th quarter when we're blowing them out, I'm going to go live, so y'all come to the channel so we can throw up the horns down and laugh at all the Texas fans. I do want to end this video off with this. To all my Texas fans, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Let me know your thoughts down below. But, right away,